The astonishing. Right, let's bring in former Premier League referee Dermot Gallagher, who joins us now. Dermot, very good evening. How do you react to that?
Once you've got a start point, you can then go forward. Unfortunately, because that question wasn't asked.
Do we need to change the laws of the game?
I think it's easier, Mike. It's just to get a process that everybody's comfortable with and everybody can work to. Simple question would have alleviated all that went on behind. Because if you think, if I say to you, what's the on-field decision, Mike? You go, it's offside. I can then look, I'm checking for offside. He didn't check for offside. What he was checking was the player not offside.
Fourth official. We didn't hear his audio. Do we need to hear his audio?
Can't put everything publicly. It's brilliant. It's great they've been transparent. They've come out. They've taken ownership of this mistake. You know that it's been admitted very, very quickly. Going forward, they've shown they're transparent. Everybody's aware of what happened. What you might not like what happened, at least you can understand how it happened. You know, you've got an understanding of how that mistake was made. That's the big thing, Mike, isn't it? This must never, never, never happen again. That's the learning point, and that's the learning point from today going forward.
Do you think they made the correct decision not to stop the game? Because we heard in that audio them repeatedly somebody saying the game needs to be delayed. But the VAR said, no, too late, there's nothing I can do. Do you think he should have done something?
The Arsenal faithful were left furious once again as controversy surrounding VAR took centre stage in a chaotic FA Cup clash against Southampton. What should have been a straightforward decision turned into yet another flashpoint in the ongoing debate about the effectiveness and credibility of VAR in modern football. The incident occurred in the second half, with Arsenal pushing hard to break the deadlock. A dangerous move into the Southampton penalty area saw an Arsenal attacker clearly brought down under what appeared to be undeniable contact. Players immediately appealed, fans inside the stadium rose in unison, and even neutral observers expected the referee to point to the spot without hesitation. Instead, play was waved on. Moments later, the familiar pause followed. VAR began its review. Screens lit up, tension filled the air, and hope flickered among Arsenal supporters that justice would be served. But in a decision that has since sparked outrage across social media and pundit circles, the on-field call stood, no penalty given. Replays told a different story. Multiple angles showed clear contact, with the Southampton defender making little to no attempt to play the ball. For many, it wasn't just a penalty, it was a clear and obvious error, the very threshold VAR is supposed to correct. Yet somehow, the system designed to eliminate such mistakes failed to intervene. This latest controversy adds to a growing list of grievances Arsenal fans have had with VAR decisions in recent seasons. Time and again, marginal calls have gone against them, but this incident felt different. This wasn't a tight offside or subjective handball. It was a moment that seemed obvious in real time and even clearer on replay. Manager frustration was evident on the touchline. Though careful with his words post-match, the underlying tone was unmistakable: disbelief. Players, too, appeared shaken, with several visibly questioning the officials after the final whistle. In matches of such importance, where progression in the FA Cup is at stake, decisions like these can define entire seasons. For Southampton, the decision proved a lifeline. Holding their ground, they capitalised on the momentum shift, frustrating Arsenal and disrupting their rhythm. While they will argue that refereeing decisions are part of the game, even their supporters might admit they rode their luck in this instance. The broader issue, however, goes beyond a single match. VAR was introduced to bring clarity and fairness, to reduce human error in high-stakes situations. Instead, it has often created more confusion. The lack of consistency in decision-making, the opaque communication process, and the subjective interpretation of clear and obvious errors continue to undermine trust in the system. Pundits and former players have already begun weighing in, with many calling for reforms. Some argue for increased transparency, including live audio of referee VAR conversations. Others suggest stricter guidelines or even a re-evaluation of how VAR is implemented in English football altogether. For Arsenal, though, the damage is done. A crucial moment denied, momentum disrupted, and yet another chapter added to their VAR frustrations. Fans will feel robbed, not just of a penalty, but of fairness in a competition that prides itself on tradition and integrity. As debates rage on, one thing is certain: the spotlight on VAR has never been harsher. And unless changes are made, incidents like this will continue to overshadow the beautiful game, turning moments of brilliance into controversies of officiating. In a match that should have been remembered for football, it is once again the officials, and the technology meant to support them, that dominate the headlines.